gentlemen, my name is Mr. Andrews, and I am back, and today I'm bringing you guys my review for Batman v Superman. I want to show you something. Look at this ticket. It's kind of ripped really badly. And look at this. The person did a horrible job. Both of these together. Batman v Superman was something else. It was low on my list because I had a feeling that there was going to be something wrong with this film, and mainly because of Zack Snyder. I think Zack Snyder makes beautiful movies. They all look perfect. They all look good. But his construction of a film is just not on par with what others make and what could be. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this because I know that there's a lot of people out there that are supporting this movie and everything, but I will say I did not like this movie at all. And I know that there have been people that have been saying that it is actually entertaining and whatnot. Me and Mr. Andrews went and saw the very first showing, 9 o'clock, and I bought my tickets online a day ahead and whatnot. And so I was excited to go see it. Of course I was. Got there, and to me, the whole beginning was actually probably the best part of the movie. Was us seeing Ben Affleck's side of him in the city and everything like that and whatnot. There is going to be spoilers in this review. Just to let you guys know. I'll save that for the end of whatever. So let's talk about it. Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne and as Batman was really good. I was one of the people who actually said that he might actually do a good job. I was one of the people that said about Heath Ledger actually doing a good job as the Joker. He was great. He was nice. He was old. He was gritty. When he fought, it was very very rugged and very brawlerish and whatnot. I did not like how they made this such a dark movie, and really it sucks. I mean, I don't like how dark of a movie it is. Batman goes around and he kills everybody. I mean, all the villains that he's fighting, he's walking around with guns, and he's not just sedating them, he's killing them. I mean, he snaps people's necks, whatnot, and everything. It's just like, there goes Bruce Wayne's and Batman's fucking way of life, don't kill, just sedate. That's one of the reasons why I don't like the new Ninja Turtles. The old Ninja Turtles never, ever killed anybody. They always tied them up, they sedated them, shit like that. But in the new ones, they're literally cutting them up with knives and swords and killing them and shit like that. And it's taken away from the original element of the character itself. But with that being said, it did not take away how good Ben Affleck was as Batman. He was actually really, really good. Superman, Henry Cavill, I thought was just okay. It's really a bland character to me. I mean, I was watching it and he was just doing a lot of angry constipation faces and shit like that. It was just really bland, really blah. I mean, there was really nothing special to Superman and whatnot. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman was great. She did a really good job. She put her all into it and whatnot, and she looks like a good Wonder Woman. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Correct me if I'm wrong, but people were talking about how Lex Luthor is the mastermind, which he is. He is a mastermind. He's known as the bald guy and whatnot. But this Lex Luthor looks like it's before he even becomes in that state. And maybe that's why he changes. I actually didn't see too much of a problem with Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor. It was a little annoying at certain times and whatnot, but I think that he gave a lot of intensity to the role. He gave a lot of what's the word? I don't want to say heart, but he pretty much gave the role a lot of I guess intensity. I guess that's the word I'm fucking thinking of, because I don't fucking know. I'm so blown, because when the movie was over, I was just... This movie is so fucking boring. Ugh. The story is really all over the place. And freaking Mrs. Andrews was falling asleep in the theater, even though she wasn't really looking forward to this movie. She's just going to watch it just to watch it. And she actually fell asleep. Me, packed theater and everything. I actually started dozing off. I was getting bored watching it. This movie is called Batman v Superman, and yet they only really have one fucking confrontation where they have a few words exchanged in LexCorp, and then they fight one time, and that's it. They should not have called this Batman v Superman. It should have just been called Dawn of Justice. That's what it should have been called, at least in my opinion. Remember, these reviews are my opinion. This is what I see. This is what I'm taking from this movie. It was boring to me. I mean, it really was. There was some parts that were nice to listen to and fun to watch and everything like that. For the most part, with how fucking scattered everything was. Look at my cat. Look at my cat right there. Isn't she cute? Callie! She ain't listening. It was just so scattered and all over the place, and it was just really boring. Really, it was a waste of my money, in my opinion. I should have waited to watch this on Netflix or stream it or something. But I wanted to go see it because I have a goal to go see all of the movies that I have in my top 10 to go see those in theaters.
Meow meow. Say hi, kitty. Hi.
Anyways, to the things that I hated, or the things that I just really didn't like. One of them is obvious. The story was all over the place. It was bouncy, it was jumpy, it was just, doing a whole bunch of shit. I did not like Doomsday. I did not like the fight. I mean, it was entertaining, and it woke me up, and I watched it all the way through, but at the end, I was just really just like, God damn it, I would have liked to have seen just Superman and Doomsday go at it. Clash of the fucking Titans. The original, I mean, it was a great story. I had Mrs. Andrews look on the phone as we were driving home to show her what really happened between Doomsday and uh, Superman, and that would have been great to see. But the action scene was just so. It was hard to watch because everything was going so fast. The camera was kind of shaky a little bit and whatnot. It was hard to follow what was happening and whatnot. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this review, but hey, I'm a huge fan of film. Okay, I went to college for digital filmmaking and video productions. I'm a huge comic book fan. I'm a huge film nerd and everything. So I went in as a critic and as a fanboy. Even though I do like Marvel more, I do like Batman and Superman stories. And I was disappointed. I mean, that's just how I can say it. I'm disappointed. This is going to be the type of movie that's going to be literally split. I mean, it's already shown it on Rotten Tomatoes and everything like that. All the critics that are watching it on YouTube, this is a movie that's going to be split. People are going to give it bad ratings. People are going to dislike it. People are going to love it. And then it's going to start a war. Me, I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I'm going to give Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice a 4 out of 10. I thought it was mediocre, especially compared to Deadpool. I mean, and I know that Deadpool was one of my most anticipated films. It was number 2 on my list. But, you know, I put Batman v Superman so low because I had doubts about it. But I was so excited to go see it, hoping that I would be wrong. And I wasn't wrong. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the $18 that I spent. Spoiler talk now. Superman dies, kinda. Doomsday dies, of course. It was rather cool. I'm not flicking you guys off. I'm just scratching. Superman goes, kryptonite spear, stabs Doomsday. Doomsday stabs Superman in the chest, and they both die. And then they have a funeral for him, which isn't really all that sad. And then at the end of the movie, it shows the casket, which changed, by the way, because I don't know if you noticed, it was a black casket with the S on it, and now in the ground it's just a wooden casket. And then you start seeing like little dirt and shit like float up in the air, shit like that. It's like, oh man, what a cop out. What a fucking cop out to the fans, man. It would have been so much better if they left him dead, or if they are gonna bring him alive, don't fucking showcase that. Fucking wait until the next movie. Have it as a surprise for the next fucking movie. They show that. I think it's a huge cop out and whatnot. There's nothing. There's no end credit scene. There's no scenes during the credits or anything like that. So don't even bother staying afterwards. We normally do for any movie, and whatnot. But yeah. Jesse Eisenberg, when he gets put into prison, they actually shave him bald, looking like the Lex Luthor that we know, and whatnot. In all honesty, man, I had more fun and more entertainment watching the fucking pre-trailers to the movie. They showed Captain America Civil War first. They showed X-Men Apocalypse second, and then they showed Suicide Squad third, and then they showed the Lego Batman movie, which looks rather funny and stupid at the same time. I had more fun and enjoyed watching those than I did the movie. And I'm sorry to say that for all the Batman or Superman fans out there, watch this movie as a critic, okay? Watch this movie as you're going in, and let's say you're a Marvel fan, okay? You're not a DC fan. You're a Marvel fan. You don't really care for Batman. You don't really care for Superman, Wonder Woman. You don't know anything really about the storyline or anything, but you want to go see it because it's a movie. Go watch it as a movie critic, and then you guys tell me how it is. This movie was boring. The storyline was pretty much scattered and whatnot. I did not like the cop-out ending and whatnot. But the good things are is that most of the main actors did a really good job, especially Ben Affleck. Okay, but just do what I said. Just go in as a critic, not a fanboy. Don't go in because if you see Batman, you're gonna fanboy out because he looks like Batman. He sounds like Batman. He's fucking awesome. You see Superman, it's gonna be the same thing. You know, and then just because of that point, and then you see them actually start to fight and shit like that, you're gonna fanboy out. Watch as a critic. Actually watch the movie and understand that this is so fucking all over the place, and it's just boring. I mean, I've watched some boring movies before. Winter's Bone. I've watched Winter's Bone. I actually own Winter's Bone on DVD. All that movie is conversations and talking and everything like that. But yet, all it did was fucking just keep me hooked. The Hateful Eight. The Hateful Eight has really no action in it whatsoever until the very end of the movie. And it's a long 2 hour and 49-minute movie or something like that. It's pretty much just talking and conversations all the way through. But guess what? They did it right to keep you going throughout the movie. This just did it wrong. It looks nice. Another thing I want to add is I hate it when movies only have dark fucking scenes. I hate it when movies only have scenes that are done in the fucking night. This movie is so dark. This movie is so black. It's just, I wish that there was something in the daylight. I mean, yeah, there was the desert scenes and everything like that, but 90% of the fucking movie is taking place at night. And I just, it's just, I wish that they changed that. Hopefully they learn. Hopefully they learn. Hopefully they get a new director. You know, he's made some good movies, some fun and interesting movies, but this is just not one of them. And in all honesty, for little kids and whatnot, this movie is going to be very, very fucking boring for the little kids. Little kids want to see Superman. They want to see Batman. They want to see all that funness. I mean, these are comic book characters, okay? And this movie tried to be way too serious rather than be more entertaining and more just throwing it out there. Little kids are gonna be bored by this fucking movie. I'm dead serious. Dead serious. Especially if your kids have seen Zootopia first or whatnot, they're gonna be bored. But yes, that's my review for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. I give it a 4 out of 10. I'm sorry, but it just wasn't good. It just wasn't. I went into it having hopes and giving it the benefit of the doubt, but it just made me feel so disappointed. Comment down below and let me know what you guys know. Thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and please subscribe. Thank you all very much for watching.